Deep beneath the desert sands, a creature of wonder dwells, hidden from plain sight. This is the shellworm, a marvel of nature. Shellworms are giant worms. They have black shells. These shells protect them from predators. Shellworms are adapted to life in the desert. Deserts are harsh environments with extreme conditions. They are hot and dry with little water. But shellworms thrive here against all odds. They have special features that help them survive in such a tough environment. Join us as we uncover the secrets of these amazing creatures and learn more about their incredible adaptations. Deserts are tough places to live. It is very hot during the day. At night it gets very cold. There is not much water. Animals and plants must adapt to survive. Some animals, like camels, store water. Others, like snakes, come out at night. Plants also have adaptations. Cacti store water in their stems. They have spines to reduce water loss. Shellworms have a unique adaptation that sets them apart from many other desert creatures. Their survival in such a harsh environment is largely due to their remarkable shell. They have a hard black shell that serves multiple purposes. This shell is not just a simple covering, it is a multifunctional tool that ensures their survival. This shell is very important for their day-to-day existence. It provides a sturdy barrier against the many challenges they face in the desert. It helps them to survive in the desert by offering protection from the extreme conditions. The desert can be unforgiving, with scorching heat during the day and freezing temperatures at night. The black color of the shell absorbs heat efficiently. This is crucial because it allows the worm to stay warm during the cold desert nights, which can be surprisingly chilly. This heat retention is vital for their survival as it helps maintain their body temperature when the sun goes down and the desert becomes cold. The shell also protects the worm from predators. It acts like armor, providing a tough exterior that is difficult for predators to penetrate. The shell is made of a tough material that can withstand attacks. This makes it a formidable defense mechanism. It is difficult for predators to break through, giving the worm a better chance of escaping and surviving. The shell also helps the worm to retain moisture, which is essential in the dry desert environment. Moisture retention is critical for their hydration and overall health. This is very important in the dry desert where water is scarce and every drop counts. The shell's ability to retain moisture ensures that the worm can survive even in the most arid conditions. Section 4. Life cycle and interactions. In this section, we will explore the fascinating life cycle of shellworms and their interactions within the desert ecosystem. Shellworms live most of their lives underground, hidden from the harsh conditions of the desert surface. They create intricate burrows that serve as their homes and protect them from predators and extreme temperatures. They come to the surface to mate, usually during the cooler parts of the day or night. This is a crucial part of their life cycle, ensuring the continuation of their species. Females lay their eggs in the sand, carefully selecting spots that offer the best chances for their offspring to survive. The eggs are often buried to protect them from the elements and predators. The eggs hatch into larvae, which are tiny and vulnerable. These larvae must quickly find food to grow and develop. The larvae feed on plant roots, which provide them with the necessary nutrients to grow. This feeding can sometimes cause damage to the plants, but it is a vital part of the larvae's development. They grow and molt several times, shedding their exoskeletons as they increase in size. Each molt brings them closer to adulthood. As they grow, their shell hardens, providing them with protection. Eventually, they become adults, ready to start the cycle anew. Shellworms play an important role in the desert ecosystem. They are not just inhabitants, but active participants in maintaining the balance of their environment. They help to aerate the soil, which is crucial for plant growth. Their burrowing activities mix the soil, allowing air and water to penetrate deeper. Their burrows provide shelter for other animals, offering a safe haven from predators and extreme weather conditions. Many small desert creatures rely on these burrows for survival. They are also a source of food for some predators, forming an essential link in the desert food chain. Birds, small mammals, and other predators depend on them for sustenance, highlighting their importance in the ecosystem. Section 5. Threats to shellworms. Shellworms face several threats that jeopardize their survival in the harsh desert environment. These tiny creatures, which play a crucial role in the ecosystem, are increasingly under pressure from various human activities and environmental changes. One significant threat is habitat loss. As urbanization and industrial activities expand, vast areas of desert land are being cleared to make way for new developments. The construction of roads, buildings, and other infrastructure destroys the natural habitat of shellworms. This not only displaces them, but also disrupts the delicate balance of the desert ecosystem. The destruction of their habitat makes it increasingly difficult for these worms to find suitable places to live and thrive. The impact of human activities is profound and often irreversible. Climate change is another major threat to shellworms. As global temperatures rise, deserts are becoming hotter and drier, exacerbating the already challenging living conditions for these creatures. The increasing frequency and intensity of heat waves make it even more difficult for shellworms to survive. The extreme heat can lead to dehydration and death. Additionally, the scarcity of food and water sources in the desert is becoming more pronounced. Shellworms, like many other desert inhabitants, struggle to find the necessary resources to sustain themselves. It is crucial to protect shellworms and their habitat. Conservation efforts are essential to ensure the survival of these unique creatures and the overall health of the desert ecosystem. By studying shellworms and their role in the ecosystem, scientists can develop strategies to mitigate the threats they face. This knowledge is vital for effective conservation planning. We must work together to conserve the desert ecosystem. Protecting shellworms and their habitat is not just about saving a single species, it's about preserving the intricate web of life that sustains the desert environment.